And we might be live. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same stream key. Let me also get up Call of Duty so that we get some nice background music. Rain in the Fire. Is it still Rain in the Fire? Have they not updated that since the very fucking beginning? Am I live? Looks like we're live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm gonna have to send this thing out to Discord. This is the first stream. I'm gonna check it here in a second. It has been well over a month. Oh, it's not Rain in the Fire. I'm hearing it now. It's something way more low key. When did they change it? I mean, I'm glad that they finally did, but let's see. Where the hell's my Discord at, dog? Wow, it has been 2 entire months since the start of Season 4. The last time I streamed. Going live, talking about, and maybe playing some COD. Boop. At everyone. That is not how you spell everyone. Oh no, there's Rain in the Fire. It's right back. I hope you guys can hear this and it's not. I'm not crazy. Got 4 hours of installs ahead of me. Oh, dude, brother, same exact. Hold on. Oh, so hang on. Let me. Oh no, if I do this. Oh, hang on. It's been too long. Let me make sure that this is set before I do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you've been living under a rock like I have, you'll know you might not know that they finally broke off Modern Warfare 22 and 23 into their own separate games today, which really just meant, like you can see here, I can't install it. I don't have enough space. I don't know how that works because I had enough space because it was all in my COD HQ. But here we go. Oh, here I got MW3 installed, so we can play that. At least COD HQ is dead almost. Oh wow, hold on. First of all, my webcam in this screen is like messed up. So the new one is still going on COD HQ though, right? Like when it eventually comes out. So is this how they're gonna do it now? Just like every 2 years they're gonna split it off, or starting with MW4, are they finally gonna kill COD HQ fully? I don't know. I don't have the answer. Do they have separate achievements? That's a good question. Let me see. View product? Can I see trophies here? Boy. PS5. Oh, they have separate ratings, though. I'm going to rate it a good 5 stars. I liked MW3. I didn't even know you could rate on PlayStation. That's funny. Maybe I have to go, like, to actual trophies. There we go. Would it show up if I don't have a trophy yet, though? I don't know. If it's not much of COD HQ with only one COD. Yeah, for right now. We'll see. I assume that BO7 will release on COD HQ, and then it'll just be like 2 games in one. I don't know. I guess Warzone is there, too, if you really want to make an argument. They transfer from the COD HQ app to MW2 and 3. Oh, so is there is there a platinum for it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Modern Warfare 2. Wait, no. It's still listed as... For me, it's still listed as MW2 and then separate ones. Wait, hold on. Has there always been a platinum? Am I crazy? No. Yeah, no, there's no platinum. For me, it's still set as like a subset of MW2, which is strange. It's a weird one. Play GTA 3. Yeah, I'm gonna. We'll turn this into a GTA stream all of a sudden. Also, what's going on, Dave, Bravo, Sedan, Jaren, Lad? Volkrus, welcome. Valentere, welcome back to the stream. It has been a long-ass time since I've streamed. I was just looking up before. Unless I missed some Discord notifications, which I most likely have, in terms of sending them out, it has been 2 full months to the day since I've streamed. And to be honest, I'm not coming back with the bang. I'm coming back with a, hey, hey, what the hell did I miss? For those who don't know, I've been moving and dealing with some other personal life stuff over the last little bit, and so streaming, well, videos I can work on my own time. Streaming is something that I need 1 to 3 hours to sit down and actually do actively be here. So it's a little bit more difficult, but we're hopefully back. We'll see. It's a platinum on PS4, but not PS5. That's strange. So Austin, is it just you now? Pretty much, yeah. COD is dead right now. COD is that dead right now. Yeah, man, we're at that point in the COD season. What's strange, though, and this is something that I don't think generally has happened. Or, I mean, it has happened before, right? But they released a teaser trailer that I thought was actually really hype. At least in the moment. What was it? The Xbox showcase? Whatever showcase it was that they announced BO7. I was watching it live. I had no idea that it was coming, which is rare in the Call of Duty space where everything gets leaked months in advance. We knew about BO6 maps literally in 2020. The fact that didn't get spoiled for I think anyone really no one that I was following had any fucking idea it was there. That was such an amazing feeling to actually watch it and be like, "Ooh, what is this? Is this some kind of Alan Wake something? Yada yada." And then Menendez shows up and drops. I forgot exactly what he says, but he says the word David, and it clicked. I hope for everyone else, and it wasn't just me who it didn't click for until then, and everyone else knew it 10 seconds in. But yeah. He said it's Menendezing time, the classic Menendez catchphrase. That was so hype. I was like, oh, hell yeah, fuck yeah. And then no one cared. It was within an hour, no one cared anymore. It was so strange to see. And again, this is the time in the COD cycle where nobody likes the current COD, and generally when the new COD is announced, everyone's excited about that one now. Zero excitement I'm seeing around the bend. Oh yeah, this is what I was trying to show. This is why I opened up COD, by the way, to show COD Black Ops 7. Oh cool, when you press X, nothing happens. It says press X, coming soon. I thought maybe it would open up a blurb or something. I guess not. Hope the move is going well. Miss your overwhelming COD positivity in such dark times. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, the move has gone decently well so far. We're at the stage of the move where I am financially responsible for 2 dwellings, and it's kind of stressing me out. But by this time next week, I'm down to just this new place, and we'll be good. Press X harder. Dave, I'm going as hard as I can. I swear. But yeah, no. Try. I'm still positive about COD, right? Because here's where we're at. Scrolling right on down from Black Ops 7 down here to Modern Warfare 3. That's not what? I pushed down and it went to the wrong one. Anyway, coming right down here to Modern Warfare 3. This was the previous last COD that I saw not a ton of hype going into, right? And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt overwhelmingly when people heard Modern Warfare 3 is coming out right after MW2, everyone said, oh, it's a $70 DLC. It's releasing with all original MW2 09 maps. It's on the same engine, the same shitty UI. Everyone was like, this is going to be a piece of shit. And for what it's worth, Modern Warfare 3, I think, is the best of the games on this splash screen right here. I think Modern Warfare 3 now takes the cake. I think it is the best game on this screen. I'm scanning the screen real quick to make sure. Maybe the original Modern Warfare has it beat, but it's tough there. And so my hope is that I made a video about this. I don't even remember. It might have been before MW3 even came out. Definitely before BO6, saying that like the amount of hype that you have going into a game is like what's the word is directly or indirectly correlated with how good you think that game will be, right? If you are through the moon excited about a game like BO6, it's impossible to hit those expectations. And so when it comes out and it's like, okay, you're going to be like, oh, this is dog shit. And in the same way that MW3, going into it, everyone was like, this is going to be a dog shit game. It came out, was actually pretty decent. Everybody loved it, right? Or at least now everybody loves it. And I have hope that maybe that is happening with BO7. We'll see, though. We'll see. Multiplayer-wise, yeah, but not really campaign. Yeah, that's true. Downtown. Yeah. I'm looking at most things here through a multiplayer lens. To be fair, it gets too hard to like really like stack rank games because, or like stack rank games on a whole because they have all those different avenues, right? So when I like rate these, I'm primarily talking about multiplayer, right? That MW3 had the best MP. As far as single players on this list, honestly, I'd have to give it to 2019 or even to BO6. BO6, I thought had a really good campaign, if you guys haven't played it. The story isn't, like, great. It's a little bit cheesy. It's a little, like, Fast and the Furious, like, yeehaw explosion type shit. But it was very, very fun gameplay-wise. And opposite 2019, I thought, like, the story and the vibe, the atmosphere, the tone was very, very good. Gameplay was a little bit samey, but still very, very solid. When you say the best, you're talking gameplay, right? Yeah. Yep, Dave. Woods is an onion. That's Cold War. Fucking Woods. Can they just... Is BO7 gonna feature Woods? I like the character of Woods, but he's quickly approaching Ghost status for me. In that I don't want to see him all the time. There's no reason he had to be there in BO6. I'm sorry. BO6 campaign left me asking more questions, to be honest. Man, I finished the BO6 campaign. Maybe like as we get closer to BO7, I'll play it again on stream. Because I haven't played it fully like a second time. But the first time I finished it, I think like I was like one of the first people to finish it. Because like the game came out, I was at the time unemployed. So I just played it. Finished it in like 5 hours or whatever it was. And I actually really liked it. I thought the ending was great. The only thing I was a little confused about was like the after credit scene with that guy, with Kane. At the time I was like, is that supposed to be Mason? I'm very confused. Who the fuck? And of course we haven't seen any of that yet. Who the fuck that guy was supposed to be. But I thought the campaign was really solid. And then I go online and I see people are confused about things and that the ending was like lackluster to them. Like I don't know. I didn't feel any of that, I don't know if like maybe I'm inferring more than what the game is actually telling me, or if I'm on like the other side of that Dunning-Kruger and like I think it's really good and it makes sense, but people with more brain cells than me are like, no, this doesn't make any goddamn sense, you moron. I don't know which it is. I do feel like the pacing let down some spots. For sure. Thinking back on it, I do wish that there was a final mission in the DC area or wherever the like attack was supposed to take place. Like it does kind of feel like there should be something. But at the same time, like I was okay with it ending with that. Like I thought in a vacuum, every single mission was spectacular. Like there really wasn't a bad mission in any of them. And all for different reasons, right? Like they all had like different, that weird zombie based mission was completely different from the heist one, from the one in Afghanistan or Iraq, from Vorkuta, from like it was all over the place. I loved it. Really thought the group would have found out about Case's past. Yeah, I do wish that Case was a little bit more, I don't know. Excuse me. I wish like it bubbled over into something, right? It actually built to something instead of just being like, oh, he kills them now. That's it. Virgin Case with the Chad Bell. Dude. Cage match? Case versus Bell? I'm with Case. I'm sorry. Hot take, but here we are. Love that maybe 2022 for the most part. 2022 had, I think, some really good missions, but they were strung together with some, I think, really bad missions. And missions that didn't feel thought out. I have a tinfoil hat theory that the MW22 campaign was supposed to be co-op. Up until very close to release. Because there's some missions in that game, like Violence and Timing, which is the mission where you're driving a car or you're in a convoy, jumping from car to car to rescue Laswell. That just mechanically doesn't make any sense, because you can't shoot and drive at the same time, but they expect you to. And so the way that you play that mission is by driving a little bit past where you gotta go, and then hopping into the other seat, gunning the guy down, and all the while you're decelerating, and they're, passing you, and then you gotta hop back into the thing. It's really weird. That, the mission alone would make a lot more sense, just thematically, if this whole time you're playing as, Ghost and Soap this whole time, but then for that mission, they split you apart for a bit. Then that makes a lot more sense. There's a couple other little bits and pieces where it's like this could have made a lot more sense as a 2-player co-op thing. I don't know, but something just feels off about that campaign. Before even getting into the story of it all, felt like a spin-off, like a DLC campaign. Yeah, especially then going back to MW23, where they brought back Farah and Alex for a bit, and they brought back, or rather they didn't bring back Alejandro. It was just kind of a weird detour. I don't know. Anyway, what am I talking about? I didn't set out today to talk about Call of Duty campaigns. We got a lot of stuff that we got to catch up on, y'all. And I dropped the thing I was fiddling around with. Where's my Post-it? I had a Post-it note of everything that I missed. And first of all, I completely forgot to mention what is on the thumbnail today. And that is, can I get a quick vibe check on this shit? I'm 90% sure that I know what everybody thinks, but are there any arguments for why this should be in the game? I'm working on a video about crossovers or collabs in Call of Duty right now. I'm not sure if that's the next video that's going to come out. I think it's going to be a bigger one. By the way, shout out to, I think it was Jinx in my Discord who initially kind of suggested the idea. I think I have radical opinions on when it comes to Call of Duty crossovers and skins in general. I'll look at, I think, a lot of the store and I'll say okay, that's okay, right? This one right here, System Breach. Honestly, I don't think I would get that much flack for saying I think that this is a good bundle. This can exist, right? Beavis and Butthead, definitely not. Even this weed guy, this weed guy might be a little bit much. Wow, it's just not even gonna load, is it? What the fuck? Oh, does it load you into the tracer shit first? I think generally, as long as the bundle doesn't break the world that it establishes, right? Something like this, where it's just a guy in a bulldog mask, I'm okay with that, right? like, I'm okay with something like this because it's just a guy in a mascot outfit. It's weird as fuck, but Black Ops 6 is kind of weird as fuck, you know? But to me, once it starts breaking the art style like this, like Beavis and Butthead, like, what are we doing here? This is where it starts losing me. Oh yeah, Dave, you didn't know about American Dad being in it? Do you guys do you recognize these two knuckleheads, Dave? Because this is before my time. I assume it's in yours. Is it a human? Is it the same art style as the rest of the game? Those are my lines. That's about where I'm at as well, Sedan. Yeah, the cel-shaded skins are really overbearing. It's like I said, I'm trying to work on a bigger video for this. But I'm trying to figure out where that line is for me exactly. Because, like, it's not so much immersion. I think this is the skin that I brought up in the most recent video. Like, this is, like, to me, like, the perfect kind of skin. Like it's kind of goofy. It's got, like, a theme. It's fun, you know? It's fun, but it still fits within the world. Like, oh, haha, Adler's a dad. He's got big dad energy. It's poking fun. But, like, I don't know what... Like... I don't know. I don't pull up American Dad and think that this is poking fun at anything, you know? I'd rather Homelander and Black Noir than Beavis and American Dad Roger. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Fortnite Ruin Con. You could say that. Claim your free gift. It's just going to be XP, surely. Look at that. Double weapon XP. How much of that do I have still? Hold on. Whoops. How do I open up XP again? Oh my god. Yeah, you can tell how long it's been since I played this game. Yeah, so I have 61 just straight hours. 36, 45 minutes. I'm not going to do that math. If anyone wants to, you can go for it. I have 15 minutes up here. You could do that math. I'm not going to real quick, but I have enough double XP, I think, to last me the next, like, 12 games. I think I want to download COD and see what I missed. Dude, go for it. It's a lot. So that actually segues us pretty well into the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is breaking news. Hot off the presses here. Season 5 coming, I think it's next week. I think it's next Thursday. If I remember right. Yeah, it's August 7th. Next Thursday, new season is dropping. Again, I've been kind of, like, out of the loop for a little bit. So, like, I didn't know about any of this other than the zombies stuff, because I follow some YouTubers, some zombies guys who were, like, obviously very excited over the last zombies map for this game. But, like, I didn't know about any of the maps coming out or, like, the modes or I didn't know if anything was leaked. So, how are we feeling on Season 5 as a whole? If you've... I'll kind of scan through it here in a minute. But if you've already seen the trailer... No, I'll just let the trailer play if I can. How are we feeling? It's okay for Season 5. ZZZ. Come back for Reckoning and that's it. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be with you. Skins don't look too bad. Yeah, I don't remember looking through and seeing too many, like, crazy skins. But also, I don't think they generally do crazy skins, like, in the trailers and, like this early, you know what I mean? Also, introducing Maya and Carver, they've been in this game for months. I don't know what that's all about. I'm just bored with it. I don't think it's bad, just bland. Yeah, it's not doing anything interesting. It's not doing anything bold. Are we getting on the Reckoning? Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I am more of a zombies player, I think, this game than I am a multiplayer guy. But at least the last, like, little bit. So I've gotten on... over the last, like, the last few months, while I really haven't been playing COD, I have gone back and played. I just realized you can't see my PS5 anymore. But I have made sure to keep going back and getting all the weapons as they release. And I do that just by playing zombies. I don't even bother with like multiplayer. Or I haven't been bothering with multiplayer lately. It has purely just been just grinding out Shattered Veil and like whatever LTMs they have. Finally got a revolver at least. Hell yeah. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking about. That was one thought I had, was we finally get a fucking revolver. Only 3/4 of the game's lifespan. See, but we still don't fully know about carry forward though. So who knows if there's going to be if all that will get carried forward, thankfully, into BO7, or hopefully into BO7. So we do get a revolver 3/4 of the way through this game, but we'll get it at launch of the next game. Think about it like that. Is there new zombies? Yep, there's a new zombies map. Final one for this game. Dave, actually, I don't know if you played the last one too, the one in like the mansion. Very, very good. One of my favorite zombie maps of all time. I want 6 seasons worth of content in season 1. Yeah, basically. I've been binging your videos lately. Really glad I found your channel. Hey, well, I'm glad you found my channel too. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to get back in the swing of things. There was a time where weekly videos was somewhat within reach, and now I think I've made one in the entire month of July. And I hope to get out of that trajectory and back to the one a week, but we'll see. Oh, you did play the mansion one? Hell yeah. Well, this one I think is Towers. Oh, it's actually playing right now up here. Yeah, this is zombies. Mech zombies. Oh, yeah, Towers. Oh, you parachute in. Interesting. Anyway, as far as content in here, for those who aren't super familiar or who haven't gone through this, I'll run through it really, really quickly. At launch, we actually have a decent amount of 6v6 maps at launch. One thing that surprised me, rather, when I say 6v6, I mean like I don't think that there might be one strike map in here. But while in previous seasons it seemed like it was 50-50, like tiny maps and 6v6, it seems like at least at launch it's like mostly 6v6. And like there's no like direct only 2v2s anymore. Let's see. But the idea of reworking the BO4 casino map is really cool. I hope we see more going forward. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute too. I also love that idea. Also, the 90s action theme is cool and perfect setup for good collabs. Will Smith from Men in Black or Mission Impossible. Instead, a horror movie 2 months early. Did they reveal who's in the like 90s action thing? 25 gigabyte update. I'm coming back. Dave, well, you lucked out because as of today, they finally removed Modern Warfare 2 and 3 from COD HQ. You no longer accidentally have to download them every time. So it should be a smaller file size for you at least. Nobody, there are no collabs. Oh no, I thought they announced an event for them, but they just didn't say who's in them. So anyway, here, let me just run through the multiplayer maps first. We got Runway, which is a core 6v6 map. It looks to be taking place on the map the mission with Sims. Oh, by the way, Sims is like the main guy. Although I don't even fucking recognize him here. It seems to be the mission, the Iraq or Afghanistan mission. Shit, I keep mixing them up. Which one was which? From the campaign, looking good. One thing that I love. Well, we'll see. Oh, wait, guys. You know what this is? It might be small on your screens, but if you could full screen it, if you can somehow zoom, if you can get real close to your monitor, you'll see that right there's a burger. I think we're about to have Burger Town. We're about to have Burger Town proper in Black Ops 6 again. And so we will be able to see if they finally corrected the record and made and adjusted it for inflation. This is very exciting. Very, very exciting stuff. I can't believe people aren't hyped about this season. I'm shaking. It's so exciting. That's not Sims. That's Fidel Castro. Am I crazy? No. Sims dressed up as Castro. What the fuck is happening? Justin for 1992 inflation. I actually can't remember if in that video I made if BO6 was accurate or not. I think it actually might have been decently accurate comparatively compared to all the others. So that's the map Runway. It looks to be, pretty standard. A thing in the middle and a donut around it. We'll see when it actually comes out. Then we have the 6v6 and 2v2 one, right? This is the one strike one. Although it doesn't seem to be majorly small. It appears to be a train station or something like that. Let's see. An Avalon marketplace. Oh, so it takes place in Avalon. Crash the party and unleash havoc in the small-sized 3 lanes centered around the deli. Its roof adorned with marble statue of a mythic sea god. Sea god is not pictured, I guess. I don't know what. Poseidon? Is that I don't know. Then we have WMD, which I'm going to take a quick poll, everybody in chat. If you were to rate your top 5, maybe even top 10 Black Ops 1 maps, where would WMD be? Because the release of this map will mark the 4th time that they've brought WMD back. It has been in 4 of the 6 Black Ops titles, and it feels like such a strange map to have that title. And I don't know if I'm just out of touch. It's not a bad map by no means. WMD is a solid. It's a good map, but it's a very middle of the road level to just keep coming back like this. It seems a little strange to me. I don't know. The day I come back, Castro returns. It was fate. The prophecy. Although what's strange now is WMD, it's no longer snow. It takes place in Avalon. Shocker. And it is WMD now stands for World Motor Dynasty, which is, I guess it's an auto yard? Hold on. Reimagined form as an Italian luxury car manufacturer in Avalon. So is it down the block from dealership? Trade the snow of the original map for an overcast day around the Autofiorno plant. Autofiorno plant. Okay, don't know what that means. I assume that just is automobile in Italian. Using your memories of the prime map to help navigate the larger area. Grounds include paint shop, yada yada. I don't think it doesn't mention whether or not there's any changes to the map gameplay wise. We'll see. Usually I think Hacienda made a small change. I can't remember any others. I want a Burger Castle in the next World War II game. Like a White Castle. They'll do anything but remake Villa. Dude, I would kill for a Villa remake, man. Never played BO1, but I really like how it's set in Avalon and completely rethemed. Hope they do that for the MW3 remakes and MW4. They probably won't. Yeah, I think it's I think it's healthy to have a mix, honestly. Cause I enjoy when a map like Firing Range gets remade and it's it's in Firing Range, but at the same time I also enjoy when they remix stuff. I think if every map was a remix, I'd get a little tired, and if every map was a straight remake, then I'd get a little bit tired. I think variety is the spice of life and all that. And speaking of variety, Jackpot is coming at the mid-season. And it seems to be, it literally says right here, inspired by Black Ops 4. It's a 6v6 map. It does not have an overhead for us, because it's mid-season, I guess. But it seems to be, using elements of the original casino map from Black Ops 4, Beanox has extensively reworked the map with the new layout sections and artistic direction. Partially inspired by the High Rollers mission from the Black Ops 6 campaign. So as far as I'm aware, also, you can already kind of see the bones of this map on Avalon. Now, if I had to guess, because that was probably a year ago, like that version of of Avalon that we are able to see right now, like if I had to guess, it actually doesn't really resemble this too much, but you can kind of see if you go into the casino on the free roam Avalon method. You can kind of like see where like, you know, there's slot machines and shit there, which is kind of cool. So I was kind of just waiting for this map to show up. Like I was really expecting it before now, to be honest, but here we are. It'll be good, I'm sure. Not saying they need to be a remix, but redesign the architecture to fit the setting of the game. If MW4 is set in Korea, make Underground take place in Korea instead of London, stuff like that. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. For sure. Multiplayer net modes. Now, this is where you're starting to lose me a little bit, Season 5. You got Aim High, which is, as far as I'm aware, it's just like a headshots-only mode, which is cool. For sure. I like that. It's not very, like, creative. I don't know. I don't... unless I'm mistaken, this game, or this season, doesn't have, like, an actual mode. They just have modifiers that they're adding. Like Aim High, which is headshots only. Snipers only, which is snipers only. They've cranked Mosh Pit. Oh, actually, cranked Mosh Pit I didn't read. Crank up the adrenaline in this Mosh Pit where eliminations give you perks and a bomb count. Okay, yeah. Oh, it doesn't actually say what modes are in Cranked Mosh Pit. Oh, but it's a returning mode. So has this already existed? Because it says in addition to that, there's Crank Demolition, which I don't know if that exists, if that's a separate thing. I will say, though, you're winning me back because they're finally bringing back Ransack. Don't know why that went away. Ransack is probably one of my favorite-ish new modes. That they've brought in Season 1 and then for some reason just got rid of. I'm flipped. I don't know what that was all about, but it's coming back finally. It's not headshots only. It's like Rainbow Six Siege or Go. One taps to the head. You can still get body kills. Yeah, I believe you're right. Headshots land instant eliminations while full body armor minimizes damage dealt anywhere below the neck. So if I had to guess, it's going to be like an 8-shot kill to anywhere but the head, and it's a 1-shot kill to the head. I don't know how that's going to play with, like, lag. I don't know. We'll see. Blueprint Gunfight, I didn't even realize that wasn't in the game, to be perfectly honest. Oh, returning mode, so it's returning. New score streak. They're adding the combat bow. Which, once again, it feels like every season they just keep adding one more weapon-based kill streak. Which, like, I'm not necessarily, like, complaining. It's just an odd thing that I've just noticed. Is that they kept all of those for after the fact, right? The Death Machine, the Grim Reaper, the, shit. What? Hold on. I believe there were already 3, right? And this is the 4th? One second, I'm looking. Oh, Hand Cannon. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Hand Cannon, Death Machine, Grim Reaper, War Machine. And now this. This is the 5th one that they're adding. I guess one for every season. It makes sense. Ranked play stuff, I'm not going to really go into. Blackout, zombies-wise... Oops, there goes my phone. Zombies-wise, I generally just skip past it because I don't like being spoiled. But the new map is called The Reckoning, or just called Reckoning. It's Janus Towers. It's got this new wonder weapon. Y'all can go to the blog if you want. I'm just gonna skim right past it because again, I don't like being spoiled. I'm seeing enough in these pictures anyway. There's a new field upgrade. It's Mr. Meeseeks. No, it's Mr. Peaks that hops out and fucking says, "Look at me," does a dance or something. I believe it's like a monkey bomb sort of thing, but a field upgrade, which is interesting. We'll see. Where's the ballistic knife? Don't let this be the one game without it. Just to have content for PS7. I have a feeling. I mean, you got one more season for it to possibly be there. I'm not sure about that though. And then Warzone. They're opening the stadium. Don't know what exactly this is. Don't know what's happening here. They're not just bombing the stadium, but they're awakening the Avatar. I don't know what this is. Satellite hijack. I'm so tuned out of Warzone that I'm just kind of skimming through this too. Deadline LTM. Let's see. Quads, 100 players and AI. I don't know how people are gonna like that. Deadline looms in the new limited time mode, where more than just eliminations keep you in the match. Jump in with your squad and amass as many points as you can between each circle collapse. Naturally, ranking up eliminations by dispatching both human and bot hostile agents is key method to increasing your points. You're also rewarded with points by completing contracts, looting supplies, and spending cash at buy stations. It's literally pay to win. Get out of here. Keep those points flowing. Though there are unlimited respawns for you and your team, as each circle collapse occurs, the lowest scoring squads are eliminated from the match. There's an increase in the presence of hostile agents. Interesting. Be prepared to fight for your spot with each new gas circle. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of this. Someone remind me to play this in a week. Because it's kind of like a PvPvE mode, it sounds like. Right? Where there's other people there, but it seems like primarily you're going to be fighting these AI, right? There's an increase in the presence of hostile agents. And you're really more focused on doing stuff. Yeah, what the Squid Games LTM should have been. Yeah, I probably would have been at least better. Still not quite the theme of Squid Game, but we're getting there. We're in the right direction at least. More ranked play stuff. Then I think we get into weapons. We get a new LMG, the PML. Puck my life, am I right? Let's cut that from this live stream if you could. We got the AUG, the ABR A1 coming on in, looking good. Boxing gloves, which I think we'll talk about it here in a minute, but I think the 90s hero with the boxing gloves, I'm assuming one of them is going to be Rocky, is just my guess, especially because it says in-season event reward. It would make sense, but also they've done, for some reason, the Olympia was part of the Beavis and Butthead event. It kind of doesn't make sense most of the time, but maybe it'll be there. Here we got the new revolver, well, old revolver, I guess. It's very Western looking. I like it. I appreciate it. I like that it's there. Special weapon attachments. I actually don't know what this first one is. The skull splitter for the 9mm. Power and precision of a marksman rifle to your favorite pistol with the barrel greatly increases damage, especially to the head, reducing rate of fire. Pair with an extended mag that gives additional ammo, and this weapon is for this weapon at the expense of handling. So it's almost like a hand cannon. Seems like. Revolver says it has an 8-round magazine. Does it? It does. I don't know enough about revolvers, but generally they're 6, right? I don't know. Are there 8-round revolvers? Surely those exist. I don't know. This other magazine for the PPSH, it sounds like it'll make it. You don't have to reload it. It's heat based, which is interesting. Manage the heat on this high ammo count magazine that excels at spraying bullets in close and medium ranges. That sounds cool. Really, really like that idea. I still kind of wish that they would just make these weapons and not attachments for weapons, because I do feel like there's a lot of guns in this game that all kind of feel the same. And while you can do something to make this particular gun kind of feel different, it's like a weird appendage instead of a core part of the system. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever play COD again until it's in VR. Man, there's a lot of like military shooters on VR. I can't think of any of the ones that I've played. But there's a handful that all have modded maps that have modded like Nuketown, Rust, Skid Row, all these like classics. So you effectively can play COD in VR. It's just not COD. It's fake COD. Then we got events. There's 90s action heroes where, let's see, take it over the top and be the leading hero you're meant to be in this event that pays homage to action flicks. Or the new boxing gloves melee weapon, a black cell boxing gloves variant, plus other great awards. So it actually doesn't say anything about operators. I would assume that there's operators, but like that's not Rocky. I don't know. Contractors. Yeah, that's a big one. Pavlov. Is Pavlov the one I'm thinking of? There's like a Russian named one. 14 gigs to go. Hell yeah, man. You'll get there. Infinite Warfare had VR dogfighting experience. Did it? I might have to play that. Do you have to own? Is it? It's probably a separate thing, right? That one's on Steam. Oh, Pavlov. Yeah. Okay. Hellride. Don't get your wires crossed in this event. Here's kind of challenging operators to save the day from a ticking time bomb. Oh no. Yeah, it's just talking about events really. They're doing another leaderboard event for the Reckoning. Atomic Block Party based around Nuketown. Strange time to do a Nuketown based one because Nuketown came out with season 1. And then we get into the Battle Pass. I'm not gonna go like crazy through the Battle Pass other than Sims. It doesn't look like Sims. Maybe in there he kind of looks like Sims. Actually, no. His face is definitely Sims. Just the Fidel Castro one is strange. Oh, it's a PSVR exclusive. Dang. Well, that sucks. There's a crossover, by the way, with I Know What You Did Last Summer, which apparently these crossovers work because I did not know that there was a new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie releasing this year. Now I know. I'm not going to watch it, but I am aware of it now. Other incoming bundles. These look cool. That's something out of Destiny. And this is a zombie. For what it's worth, though, I think these all pass my litmus test. I think these are all allowed. Maybe not this one. I don't know. Maybe not this one. I don't know. These are too clearly the best ones, though. It's the only reason I remember the shitty Crow reboot last year. Dude, I completely forgot about the Crow crossover. Like I said earlier, I'm working on a script for a video right now about crossovers. I'm trying to tally up every single one in COD history. And yeah, when I got to the Crow, I did like a quadruple take. I was like, what? When did this happen? Who let it happen? And then here they mentioned the COD HQ split thing, which I think generally people are going to look at as a good thing. I will say, as someone who has every single Call of Duty installed at any given time across 3 separate consoles, that being a PS4, an Xbox One for backwards compatibility, and a PS5, this has only kind of made it harder. For a while, it was nice. I know for like normal people, for 99.99999% of people, having COD HQ have all of the games in one is like weird and kind of dumb. But for some reason, when splitting it off like this, I can't fit the games all on my hard drive anymore. I don't know what the hell happened. I gotta like really dig in to see if like COD HQ didn't delete the duplicate files or something. Maybe it's just a growing pain thing, but it seems like it just increased my file my storage footprint. I'm a little like, what the hell? What's going on? I just hate the additional loading screens and ads when I just want to play MW3. That's fair. Actually, you know what? I'm going to launch MW3 real quick. Hold on. Let me pop back over to here. Because I'm curious what it actually looks like. Because MW3, did it even have like a main menu? I'm just curious what the UI looks like right now. I don't have enough storage space to do that. I need at least 15 gigabytes. To do what? Oh, I got a trophy. I got a trophy called Floater. Oh, no. Oh, I'm just getting all of my trophies now. Cool. Wow, I need to delete half a gig. Half a gig. What do I delete, y'all? I straight up can't. I guess I'll delete Battlefield? No, here, I'll delete this fucking thing. Or sure, I'll delete Split Fiction. That's huge, and I'm not planning on playing that anytime soon. Delete Far Cry 6. I would. All of those are stream files, though. Oh, they're. So when you stream a game on PlayStation, which I've been doing a lot lately, it'll create a very, very small file on your system. So like that, Spider-Man and something else that was just there, literally it's 300 kilobytes. Like it was nothing. I think. But hey, look at this, guys. I'm playing Modern Warfare 3, and I'm really good at this. Check me out, Mom. I totally read all of that. Quick onboarding. What? Continue. I'm not gonna enroll now. Should I not have some of this up? Sure, replace my shit. Replace my shit, fam. Okay. Is it nice and smooth? Hold on. It still plays the fucking animation. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Cool though. Yeah, alright, I can play my game. Check me out. Just do what I do and vastly underestimate how much 8 terabytes of extended storage is and never have to worry about file sizes ever again. Man, hold on. If I do this, this isn't gonna like show anything bad, right? So I have 3 storage devices. Yeah. So I have my internal, like the default one, which it's gonna load at some point here. At some point, we're gonna be able to look at it. Yeah, okay, this is the one that I just had up. Yeah, so you can see, yeah, Silent Hill, 300 kilobytes. Spider-Man 2, 300, like these are all just like save files, I guess. And then you have, for some reason, you see this like COD Vanguard, 36 gigs, but this is not the main data, right? The main data is not installed in the storage device. Instead, I have those games on this separate M.2 SSD that I added later. And instead, Call of Duty Vanguard, does anyone want to take a guess how big it actually is? It is 410 fucking gigabytes. And I don't understand why. I like view game content. Hold on. I think part of it's because then you go into it and look at all of this. It has pieces of the BO6 campaign pack as part of it. That came out well after. MW2 came out afterward. I have the beta pack for MW3. Do I have to like delete all this and reinstall? I don't know why it's so big. Genuinely. Because then like I have games that like I actually play and like I want to keep on my hard drive to play, right? Call of Duties I keep on my hard drives for work. Because that's the fucking job that I have and it's weird as hell, but the games I actually want to play, right? Control 26 gigs, Alan Wake 100, right? These are all manageable, but I can't fit that many because then I need Cold War here that's 567 gigs. Modern Warfare 3, which I just downloaded, by the way, just downloaded this morning, 346 gigs. Regular COD 242. I do like it. It's so much worse than it has ever fucking been. I don't. All that this update did was apparently add 340 gigs to it. I don't know what happened. And I don't know if I'm fucked, if PlayStation's ecosystem is fucked. I think I need to take a day and delete every single Call of Duty and reinstall them. Because I think, like, genuinely, something is fucked. Because you open up Cold War, right, and it says multiplayer, 56 gigs, then 16 for zombies, 7 for dead ops. But then you get into the add-ons, and okay, campaign makes sense. You know, a couple gigs for the campaign. But then you have Black Ops 6 stuff in here. MW2. MW3. Like, it's bizarre. Hold on. I'm going to add all this up quick. Hold on. If I add up every single COD, right? 242 plus 346 plus fucking 567 plus 410 plus, because, need I remind you, there's also some data on this hard drive for some fucking reason. We've got plus 36 plus, oh, they're all 36. I wonder if that's just like something across the board. I don't know. That's 3,000. Hold on. Hold on. No, that's impossible. That's 3 terabytes. That's 3.3 terabytes. But my hard drive, like my console storage isn't even that big. I got 1 terabyte. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. My M.2 is only 1 terabyte, and this I believe is, oh, it's not even 1 terabyte. It's 600 gigs. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I can't trust what this says. Anyway. I don't know. All I know is I can't install MW2, and that's really sad, because I really wanted to play DMZ. I guess. I don't know. But I do like at least that Modern Warfare 2 and 3 can now have their own launchers. The only thing is I really wish that they would go back in the same way that they went back for 2019, and they made, what the fuck is it? Oh, that's something outside. The same way that they went back and made 2019 like the original artwork again instead of just Warzone. I really wish that they would go back and do the same thing for Vanguard, because why is Last Stand still here? Vanguard deserves a Menendez cover. Man, Vanguard wasn't awful. I don't know. Anyway. That takes, let's see, hold on. What else what else was on my list? Oh, BO7 reveals and teases. Do you want to talk about BO7? Do we have anything to talk about as far as BO7 goes? Hold on. Let's just do this. Hold on. You're going to see my subscriptions here for a minute. Let's see who it is. Black Ops 7 teaser. Do we know anything? It's been a full month since the BO7 teaser, by the way. I don't know how I feel about BO7. I do think it's ridiculous that we're up to 7. It's nobody. So when was BO1? When did BO1 come out? 2010. So 15 years ago. This is about to be a deep cut that literally no one in chat will know. Maybe Dave has heard of this, if Dave is still here in chat, which maybe is, maybe isn't. But 15 years ago, I made a YouTube channel where we made this like red versus blue spinoff. Oh, 4 gigs left. Oh yeah, Dave. We made this like red versus blue, but in Call of Duty machinima series, right? 15 years ago, 2010. There wasn't even Black Ops 2 yet. And in it, our characters went to the future. And one of the ways that they knew that it was the future was because Black Ops 7 had just released. Mind you, at the time, BO2 didn't even come out yet. And so our ridiculous, hyperbole, funny joke was that BO7 is such a haha, they'll never make it to 7. But here we are. I will say it looks very cool. Like, this shit looks rad. The problem is these teasers always look really cool and super rad, and then the campaign comes out and it's not that great, or like it doesn't actually like it doesn't actually follow the vibes that it sets out, right? Like Black Ops 6 reveal teaser. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that they did live action reveals. God, that shit was awful. But like, you see this vibe for BO6? It has Clinton in it. Saddam is there at the end, I think. They're like, Clinton's there for like a minute. But like, none of these vibes are really present in the actual thing. What do you think of the BF6 teaser? I think that I was gonna close the stream talking about that. I think we'll touch on that next. The BO6 trailer hyped me up so much for absolutely nothing. That's the thing. It always happens, right? Like MW3 teaser. Let's take a look at this one. This one was oh yeah, this was like equally like look at this cool stylized fucking thing. You're like going through I think it zooms out and it's like a blood drop or something. Oh no, it zooms out and it's the radio static. Or the waveforms. It's such a cool like bit. But like then the game ends up being nothing. Like COD is very, very good at marketing. More season 5 of COD. Where does that go to? What? The fuck is this? Shorts remixing this video. Ooh. I did not know they did this. When did they add reaction or response videos back in? I like that. Anyway. I don't know where exactly I was headed with that. But like, even though I really like the BO6, the BO7 like teaser. If I pull it back up again, like this is very cool. I love the vibes of it. Somehow they, even though he's supposed to be 10 years older, he's 10 years younger. David Mason, it's great. Oh wait, no. Is he supposed to be? Yeah. He's supposed to be 10 years older, right? It's 2035. Is that confirmed now? I think. Welcome back, Reply Girls. Same thing happened with Cold War. The first trailer with Yuri Bezmenov. Yeah. Even Cold War also had that whole like marketing campaign based around Bowman's son. That didn't go anywhere. That just like wasn't like Bowman wasn't mentioned at all in the actual campaign. It's completely disconnected. Like I feel like they put more money in the marketing than they do the actual like writing and like development, which like might be a practice that like a lot of companies do, but like just from like an art perspective is like, wow, this medium is dead. But trying to stay positive, even though this might not actually be the vibe of what we get, I do still think that it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Just like don't try to hype yourselves up. And to be fair, no one is hyping themselves up. Literally no one is excited about this game. But it could be cool. We'll see. God, dude, the like glass here, this shit's cool. And then the reveal. Man. Very, very good. Yeah, but Treyarch seems like they just don't care about even being close to the final feel of the game. Like MW3 at least fits with the visual themes of the final game. So we have I don't know if it's different studios, different marketing teams, because it makes no sense. But if the Black Ops trailers are so different from IW and Sledgehammer Games. I don't know. My assumption would be, and this is only an assumption, my assumption would be that Activision has their own marketing team that runs them all, you know? That would be my thought. To be fair, most mainstream games, movies, marketing campaigns are almost as expensive as the production itself. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's what I mean before, but like yeah, that is like a common practice, but like just like looking at it through like an artist's perspective, looking at it as like a I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine what is the marketing budget for like a Marvel movie? Let's just say I'm throwing out numbers here. You know what? No, let's not throw out numbers. Marketing budget for Thunderbolts, let's say. Thunderbolts budget was 180 million according to random fucking Reddit, by the way. It was 180 million. Wait. Huh? All right, let's just look at AI. Okay, so the budget was at 180, and they generally let's just say low end 120 million for marketing, right? If I'm the director of Thunderbolts, I don't know who directed Thunderbolts. I didn't even see Thunderbolts. But the idea that like the amount of money that the studio is willing to spend on this movie is $400 million, but I only get to see half of that, and like I get my shit like, I have to like be like more confined within a smaller, tighter budget because some other studio has to like fit like market it in like a way to like almost borderline trick people into watching it is like, I don't know. It feels shitty if the goal is to make like a good thing. You know what I mean? Like you're pouring half as much money into it, and in theory, money equals quality. Although it doesn't always. I'm just kind of fucking vibing right now. I'm just rambling. Dave, you're in. Hell yeah, man. Go ahead and buy that Beavis and Butthead skin. Let me know what you think. Yeah, but when Modern Warfare comes around, they just put box art on a boat. It was Black Ops game. They just lie. I don't know, man. Like, hold on. MW2 reveal. I feel like similarly. That was reveal trailer. I'm looking for teaser. I feel like Modern Warfare 2. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. The official team thing. All right. Maybe this was a lot closer to the vibe. I was still very disappointed in this, though. Like, when it came out and it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was closer to this. You might have a point. Cutscene, dang it. By the way, when did YouTube start adding these like numbers next to y'all's names? And can I turn that off? I feel like, does it just rank the top 3 people in this stream that have been leaving messages, and then it keeps changing? That's strange as hell. Hey, what's going on, Crimson? Recently, and I hate it. Yeah, it's very weird. Oh, and I can click in and I can literally see a leaderboard right now. Oh, this is crazy. Shit. All right, so yeah, I can track y'all now. I feel like maybe that could be useful like on a creator's end, but to make it public like that is weird. Like I would maybe like to see like if I could click in and see like, all right, has this person been active in chat? For a bit. Or like to see their messages or something, but this is weird. What do the numbers mean, replay mode? Kill the I'm not going to finish that sentence. I will not be held liable. It encourages interaction. Oh yeah, that's we're right back to the whole fucking marketing and marketing versus actually making something good argument. I could sit here and not make something good, but just have numbers on the screen to make interaction, to facilitate interaction. I don't know why. Man, I just deflated real quick. What's going on, Godorokos? All right, let's talk about one last thing today on stream. So Call of Duty has had a competitor for years. It is actually literally up on my screen right now. That was funny. I was about to search it on up. This is Battlefield 6. It's coming. It's coming quick. It's coming soon. I think Thursday is the multiplayer reveal. The 31st. Is that Thursday? Thursday. The rumor is that the 4th will be the beta. Although I've heard conflicting reports. It's only been leaked that the 4th will be the beta. It might be later. It might be like the following weekend or something like that. I'm hearing from other people who I trust more that the 4th date is wrong. We'll see. Regardless, though, we will see the full reveal on Thursday. What's interesting, though, is a lot of gameplay has already been leaked. Like, full games of this thing has been leaked. It looks incredible. I'm not going to play any here because to be honest, I'm not in this space. I don't know what the rules are, if other people are showing it or what. I don't want to get removed for it. I don't want to get fucking kicked off YouTube because I showed some Battlefield gameplay 48 hours too early, but it's out there. Because the Battlefield Labs program has been going on for the last few months. And it looks pretty dang good. I'm personally someone who... I liked 2042. I didn't think it was nearly as bad as people said that it was. Or at least now. I didn't play it a ton way back when, but when I hop in now to like play a game or two, I play it and I'm like, okay, this is good. It's a Battlefield game. I'm not getting super into it like I used to. But in the same time, I'm not getting super into any game like I used to. You know, I'm fucking 30 now. I got responsibilities. I got to move every 9 months of my life, apparently. But yeah, it looks solid. I just played, the trailer here. It looks very reminiscent of like Battlefield 3 and 4. It's modern day, modern era, which hopefully they stick with the aesthetic. I have a feeling, relating it to COD for a minute, going back to MW3 with like that year, it felt like Sledgehammer that year was like really, really trying to do everything that they could to communicate and to like respond to to respond to feedback, right? If they say they want red dots on the minimap, they give us red dots on the minimap. If we want slide canceling back, then they work it in somehow, right? Movement's too slow, they fine tune it. Not like in past years, like MW22 or any of the last fucking 20 years, where generally it felt like there was this constant like tug and pull between like what the devs want to make and what the players want. MW3, it felt like the devs were really trying to bridge that gap. And I get the exact same vibe out of BF6, Battlefield 6. I'm just going to say Battlefield because I keep confusing it. I get the same vibe out of this game. Because of Battlefield Labs. Because, like, I think they announced that in the beta, I believe it's going to be in the full game as well, but at least in the beta, there were going to be 2 separate playlists. One where you had specialty weapons on your classes, and one where you don't. For those who don't play Battlefield, it has like a class system where like you can go in and there's 4 or 5. There's a medic, a recon, an engineer, and in most past games, each one would have specific weapons that could only be equipped by certain classes. Right? If you were medic, then you could not put on a sniper rifle, for instance. But in 2042, they got rid of that. Some people really didn't like that. And in the community, as far as I understand it, that's kind of like their red dots on the minimap. Everyone wants it back, but for some reason they wouldn't do it. And it seems like here they're at least trying it out, right? I appreciate that, and I commend them for it. And so I'm hoping that maintains throughout the year, and that certain things like bundles and like weapon skin or character skins and things like that stay within this time period. But most of all, I hope that like this does. I don't know if it exists still, this like Battlefield versus COD thing, but man, like competition is like the best thing that can happen to whatever like your favorite game is. And to me, when I see this shit through the context of like talking about Call of Duty now, I'm like, yeah, hopefully this is really fucking good. One, because I want to play a game like this. And two, because hopefully it'll teach BF7 some good lessons. You know what I'm saying? Just do what BF4 did. Have carbines, DMRs, and shotguns all class, while the other primaries class restricted. They might be doing something like that. To be honest, I don't fully know. I feel like the leaks have been somewhat intentional. They want people getting hyped for this game, and the gameplay has definitely been a net positive so far. Oh yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if like they let the game out in the wild, right? Like Battlefield Labs, as far as I'm aware, is a game that you download onto your system, right? You get into the program, and yes, you sign an NDA, so you legally can't leak it. But someone's gonna leak it. You know, I don't think that they're dumb, right? Someone's going to leak it. And so even if they didn't, like, deliberately, if they weren't the ones sending out a Google Drive link, you know, I think they probably went into it with the assumption that something would get leaked, and they were okay with that. COD's been chasing trends. If BF6 is successful, they'll try to replicate it. I hope so. I really do. We'll see. One thing that I hope, I talk about it constantly. I hope that Call of Duty will like follow the trend of like creative, like Fortnite creative, Halo Forge, and Battlefield Portal, which I think is confirmed to be in BF6, but they haven't talked about it. For those who don't know Battlefield Portal, it's essentially like a cracked out custom games in 2042 that featured a bunch of different maps and mechanics and things from previous Battlefield games. Like you could play this is a map from 2042 or from 1942. This was a map from Bad Company 2, I believe. This was actually don't remember where the fuck this one's from, but yeah, there's another one. This might have been BF1. You basically it let you combine a bunch of different elements from past Battlefield games in this creator with a bunch of like old maps and modes and mechanics, and it just seems like such a like no-brainer for Call of Duty to do because there's 20 COD games out there, and people love different shit, and I would love to see like. Ideally, Warzone would be headed in this direction, right? Like, make the free-to-play version have all this other shit. But I don't know. As this channel's resident Fortnite guy, please know anything but that. As long as they don't literally make it like Fortnite's, where it's just fucking Roblox, like Mr. Beast thumbnails and shit, I'd be good. I don't know. I think they can do it fine. As long as they follow more the Portal side of things. Or the Halo Infinite Forge. Or, what's the other one I'm thinking of? Shit. I just had a third one in my head that I was cooking. And I was like, this is going to be a good one. Fuck. It's gone. It's gone. Imagine a Battlefield custom games... Or it'd be like little city skyline sims without the management part. That'd be fun. Even Forge you'd rather not. Interesting. Why wouldn't you? What do you have against Forge? Is it just the map building element? Because I can get behind that. Like not wanting that. I think like a Halo 3 Forge in terms of like map customization where you can drop stuff all on the map, but you can't like make your own shit. Mixed with like the infinite node editor or node graph where like you can actually make buttons do certain things or like make your own game modes with actual like win criteria and shit. I think that's really cool. Also going back and closing the loop, Dave, you somehow have 1750 COD points. I don't even know what that could even buy you at this point. But yes, the operators do suck. Loved Forge custom games. I prefer Reach. Reach was solid. One of the map leaks for BF6 had downtown from Hardline. Ooh, I'm glad that game's getting some love too. Unironically, one of my favorite Battlefield games. I loved it. The single player was cheesy and corny as hell in a way that I loved. And the multiplayer had a mode I don't think I've seen back. Maybe it has been back. I might be wrong here. But it was a mode that was like domination or conquest. But instead of the flags being stationary, the flags were on vehicles. So they were on like tankers and shit. So you had to claim the vehicle by hopping in and like driving it around while other vehicles would come in and try to like board you and take over. It was like, I really liked it. Now, granted, it was very good for like grinding shit out. I played Battlefield Hardline when I was in the middle of like trying to platinum every game that I got. And so there was some like real grind heavy trophy I had to go for in that game. And so I enjoyed just like putting on a podcast, hopping into one of those vehicles and just getting points just like drip fed to me. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much. Maybe like outside of like the grind set, it wasn't actually that good, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, weapon variety was also pretty great. Yeah, with the tasers or the stun guns and all that. Solid. Map editor would be cool. I don't think they do it for similar reasons why we don't have the emblem editor anymore. Damn. Just a couple Nazis ruin it for everyone. I like Coach from Beavis and Butthead just by logging into zombies. Hey, there you go. They threw you a quick little bone. And they knew you were a coach. That's why. That and money. Yeah, that too. Like, aren't a ton of Halo Infinite's maps community made? I know Valve does that a ton, and Fortnite has a whole can of worms. I can't speak on, like, the actual percentages of Halo Infinite maps, but I definitely know that when they release, like, new seasons or new events, a lot of the time, yeah, there's, like, 3 or 4, like, Forge-made ones in there. To be honest, though, again, this is coming from somebody who's, like, not in that community. But they pass for, like, actual developer-made maps. Like, the tools that you have in Halo Infinite Forge genuinely blows my mind. Like, it's to the point, I think even in Halo 5... I'm like 90% sure it was true in Halo 5, maybe also for Infinite, but I believe the actual developers were using Forge to make official maps. Like, that was their like they weren't using proprietary tools like most, game devs would be. They were using Forge to make shit. So like, I don't know, if they pass for like really good maps, all that I'm hearing is that they can make that they can drop 5 new maps that are like really fucking good every single season and not have to drop a fucking sweat. And like I'm fine with that because it also like it rewards community members too. You know, like that's how you build a thriving community, is by like rewarding those making shit in Forge, keeping that community active. You know, it gives them a reason to make stuff. If, like, there's the chance, oh, it could end up in the real game. You know, this could go on my fucking resume, you know? Like, that's fun to me. That's good. That's positive. Yeah, maps so good they make them official. You know, it's a badge of honor in that community. And I would love it. I've been wanting to get into making BO3 zombies maps for so long. Probably like once a year, I'll sit down and try to learn Radiant, and I just can't. So that's probably not going to happen. But if they made a fucking map editor, I would be streaming every single night, working on maps. This channel wouldn't exist because I would just be making Call of Duty maps live on stream, so everyone can talk shit about them. But yeah. Community maps really helps with variety. BO6 could really benefit from large maps. Yeah, exactly. And it lets the community kind of self-regulate, you know? It's not to get too political up in here, but isn't that what capitalism is? You know? The market will regulate it. If everyone just likes these tiny maps, then we'll prove it. Let us decide what maps are in it. Democracy, y'all. Custom modes and special maps, sure, but when they add map making tools, they tend to unload the job of making new updates onto the community. Yeah, it's all like just an optimism versus pessimism, I think, mode of thinking. You know, because I think realistically you're right. Like, if they were to release a full map editor, they would just, like, stop actually making shit. Or they would release, like, 2 maps a season and call it a day. But in an ideal world, it's the same amount of content that we're getting now, plus 5 new maps every season from the community, you know? I just like my pie right up there in the sky, you know? If I pay $70 for a game, I want that money to go into professionals making maps with playtesters and everything. Nothing against custom map makers, but make the game free at that point. Yeah, well, I think I do agree. Kind of make the game free. If you're putting so much emphasis on bundles and shit like that, yeah, you should make the game free regardless. Let's see. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it for my list, right? BO7 reveals and teases, BO6 or BF6 reveal and teases, and that's all we got today. Died round 7 of zombies. Dang, you beat my high score. Remember when COD introduced paid map pack DLC? I thought it was the biggest ripoff in the world. Now with Beavis and Nicki Minaj, dude, it's all about perspective. It's crazy. It's crazy, like, I remember, this is somewhat tangentially related. Remember when, like, apps, like phone apps, phone games, mobile games, cost like $2.99 or something like that? If it costs $2.99, if it costs anything at all, I would not purchase it. Even if, again, $3. I would be like, no, fuck no, that is not worth it. But then I would, like, immediately turn around and order a fucking quarter pounder with cheese, large, spend $12 on that every fucking day. Like, I didn't need to spend all of that money. I could have easily just not have gotten, you know, like it's weird how what is a lot of money in a certain avenue is just like you don't even blink at it in another, you know? Obviously food you need to live, but I don't know, it's still there somewhere. You know, I wouldn't blink twice at a movie theater ticket, right? A movie ticket that's, you know, $15. I wouldn't fucking blink at it. But if a map pack is $15, even though I'm going to get infinitely more value out of that than sitting it through, you know, a 2-hour movie, it's still like it's harder. It would have been harder for me to drop that $15. You know, it's yeah. I don't know. Money's a weird thing. Anyway, speaking of money, thank you for watching. I apologize that I haven't been around for a while. My speaking of money transition, I realize now didn't sound that weird. I was going to say I was moving and spending a lot of fucking money real quick. But I'm hoping to be back in a more consistent style here. Like I said, I currently have 3 videos in the pipe. Don't know how long they're each going to take. Like I said earlier, I'm working on one about collabs. That's probably going to be a longer one. Probably going to take a little bit longer. I definitely want to make a video about WMD when that drops. I was already kind of planning on making a video about WMD of all maps. So it is kind of weird that that map is now coming back. It could be Destiny. Who the hell knows? But that video is coming up. And I got, you know, 1 or 2 others in there that I'm looking forward to. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. I'm hoping I think I just got a proper sponsorship for the next video, or at least for a video this month or next month. And so that is huge to me. That is something that like has always been like a level above where I've ever been with my like personal YouTube channel and everything. And so I just want to say thank you guys for the support on the videos lately in order to get us into that upper threshold. I think it's a fantastic step toward hopefully being able to make a little bit more money on this channel and be able to pursue this more full time. Because if you don't know, this is like my fourth job. And so that's why a lot of the time, especially when I'm moving and things like this, you know, I have to give my free time to other projects, other avenues, and this one unfortunately gets kind of pushed back, but it's the one that I love the most, and so I want to keep making more. So hopefully this is a good step toward pushing it up on that priority list and letting me be able to do this a lot more often. So thank you for your support and making that happen. As far as when I'll be back, I'll try to be back. You know what? Maybe whenever the Battlefield beta drops, maybe we'll stream that a little bit. And then, of course, when we stream, we'll stream the new season when it comes out, and be on the lookout in the next like week or so for one of these 3 videos. But yeah, that'll about do it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.